Chapter 1 of Captain Ted. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Maria Therese. Captain Ted by Mary T. Waggaman. Chapter 1 Holding the Fort. The New Year battle was on. The dazzling stretch of St. Omer's campus was white with the smoke of combat as the snowballs of the pubs thundered against the shining walls of the fort that had been the merry work of the college preps all through the Christmas holidays. With its white-packed battlements forming a 12-foot square, its central tower upbearing the blue and white cross of St. Omer's, that was to be the prize of the winners. Fort Kostka stood a record-breaker in college annals, a triumph of snow architecture that seemed to defy the powers of sun and storm. Holding the fort in sturdy pride were 20 preps under the leadership of Teddy Thornton, the valiant captain of the small boys' football team, whose antagonists in many a hard-fought field, the pubs, or public school boys, had been challenged to make this New Year's attack. And now the crest of the hill were lined with juvenile spectators, and the wintry air was rent with shout and cheer. In the windows of St. Omer's, the cassock forms of prefects and teachers could be seen looking on with smiling interest in the manly game. "Oh, boy, on! On, boys, on! Give it to them again! Hooray for the pubs! Hooray! Down with the blue banner!" went up the chorus shout as the besiegers, under burly Bill Briggs, charged the shining battlements. "Give it back to them, boys! Give it back!" rang out Captain Ted's command. "Hold the fort for St. Omer's! St. Omer's! Ho for St. Omer's!" And the white balls flew in glittering showers, while the merry war went on, the blue curve of the frozen river echoing with shout and cheer and boyish battle cry. 3 times the whole force of the pubs was flung against Fort Kostka, but the white walls, hard packed into mimic marble by the sturdy young builders, stood unmoved. Twice reckless Dick Bentley, in a daring, forlorn hope, leaped the south wall to seize the banner, only to be caught by the heels by its vigorous wardens, and tumbled ignominiously into the drifts without. More than once St. Omer's blue and white tottered and went down under the crash of a well-aimed snowball, but it was promptly caught up and replaced in waving triumph on its shining tower. The winter sun had dropped in ruddy glory behind the river hills, before the deep-toned college bell called twice to end the combat. Even snowballs, molded and sped by such sturdy young hands, can do a certain amount of work. Burly Bill's right eye was closed for repairs, and Dick Barton's bleeding nose had died.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?